How's it going? My name is Zachary Holwyn. This is in regards to the counseling credentials video blog. For the studying of the credentials, I looked at Rhode Island. Even though I'm currently living in Virginia, I'm studying Rhode Island because it feels as if both my wife and I want to move there one day. So I figured I'm going to learn about both Virginia, Rhode Island, and potentially even New York licensure laws. But specifically, I studied Rhode Island for this one. Seems to have a little bit less comprehensive hours that you have to go through compared to Virginia. So that's reassuring. If I ended up getting licensed in Virginia, I think getting relicensed in Rhode Island wouldn't be terribly hard because I'd have a lot of the requirements. You are required to have a bachelor's degree in counseling or behavioral science. You have to complete a 60 credit hour master's program that is accredited by KCREP, which is Counseling for Accreditation of Counseling and Related Educational Programs, which the Liberty University Masters in Pro Counseling is KCREP. You have to complete a practicum of a 12 semester hour length. A internship completion has to be a year of full internship with a minimum of 20 hours per week of clinical experience. Within the postmasters supervising hours, you have to do at least 2 years. 2,000 hours have to be direct client care practice, and 100 of those hours need to be from direct supervision from board-approved supervisor. Supervisors must meet all the Rhode Island Board of Mental Health Counseling and Marriage and Family Therapist standards and qualifications. So they're just saying you have to be under other licensed supervisors within Rhode Island. For the exams that are required, I found that the NCE, the National Counselor Examination, is one, as well as the NCMHCE, which is National Clinical Mental Health Counselor Examination. So I believe you can take the National Counselor Examination here in Virginia, and you have to take it, I believe, within your program. So I'll be signing up for that one towards the end of my program if I'm correct. And then the licensure, I listed all the different licensures that you could get, but the one that I'll be pursuing if I was to go to Rhode Island would be the Licensed Mental Health Counselor. That way I can kind of do an all-encompassing counseling program. Continuing education is required, 20 hours annually, totaling 40 hours per biennium. 20 of the hours must be from a formal continued education class. The scope of practice, I wrote down their professional statement. The rendering of professional service to individuals, families, or groups for monetary compensation. These professional services would include applying the principles, methods, and theories of counseling and/or psychotherapeutic techniques to define goals and develop a treatment plan of action aimed towards the prevention, treatment, and resolution of social, mental, and emotional dysfunction and intra- or interpersonal disorders in persons diagnosed at intake as non-psychotic and not presenting medical problems. And then it keeps kind of going on. Very similar to all of the scope of practices for licensed counseling. And then some requirements that are also you have to go through is just a background check, KCREP approved degree completion, 30 hours, 30 credit hours consisting of the helping relationship and counseling theory, human growth and development, social and cultural foundations, group, lifestyle and career development, appraisal, research, and program evaluation, and professional orientation, which is cool because it kind of reviews kind of the heavy hitters that I guess are in a lot of KCREP programs, but they want you to specifically study those classes or classes that will discuss like those concepts in depth. I remember a friend who was telling me about her going to California and she had to take human sexuality because that was a required course for licensure in California. So this one seems to have every single thing that I will be pursuing in my master's program at Liberty, but I will continue to look into it to see if they add anything or if there's anything that it would be wise for me to take just in case. Thank you very much.